Robert Dolan taught us that managing the gap between price and perceived value is marketing's job. In order to effectively manage that gap, you need to understand the numbers behind each unit you sell. Once you know your fixed costs and your variable costs, you can calculate two more important numbers: the contribution margin and the break-even volume. If everyone who purchases a cup of lemonade from you pays full price, and you have no waste or theft, then your contribution margin for that cup is the difference between the price you charged and the variable costs of producing and selling that cup of lemonade. In other words, it's what's left over from a sale after you cover the variable costs of the unit. You calculated the variable costs of a cup of lemonade at about 35 cents. If you charge $1 for a cup of your lemonade, your contribution margin per unit will be 65 cents. It's called the contribution margin because it's how much selling one unit contributes to paying your fixed costs. The break-even volume is how many units you have to sell to fully cover fixed costs. This is simple to calculate. Take your total fixed costs and divide them by your contribution margin per unit, and that's your break-even volume. $60 divided by 65 cents is a little over 92. So, you must sell 93 cups of lemonade to break even, that is, cover all your fixed costs. Maybe you decide it's unrealistic to sell 93 cups of lemonade. You could lower your break-even volume by reducing your fixed costs. Maybe you borrow a pitcher from Granny, or you get the local orchard to sponsor your banner. Or you could lower your break-even volume by increasing your contribution margin by decreasing variable costs. That could mean increasing the ratio of water to lemonade. Or you could just raise the price and thus increase your contribution margin. You can pull any or all of these levers, but strive for internal consistency. Raising price while lowering variable costs may create a low-quality cup of lemonade that's priced as if it could compete with an artisan iced coffee. Or, if you lower prices to sell more units, but simultaneously increase your fixed costs, you may not change your break-even at all. If you know your fixed costs and variable costs, and understand your contribution margin and your break-even volume, well, you just might become the lemonade king of whatever hamlet you call home.